As the saying goes, one man's trash is another man's treasure, and this holds true for India's only end-to-end e-waste recycler and waste management company. Attero is capable of extracting pure metals, in fact, from dead electronics. Ambika Sharma takes you through the journey of this environmentally conscious company. Take a look.
In this age of digitization, have you ever wondered what happens to your electronic goods when they are of no use? Turn into electronic waste or e-waste, and India is one of the largest producers of e-waste in the world. But one company that's striving to promote eco-friendly reuse and recycling of electronics is Attero.
We talk about digital India and the way forward, but how many of us really talk about the problem of e-waste that's being generated? So Nitin, tell us how much e-waste is generated in India and how does that impact us adversely?
India generates close to 1.5 million tons of electronic waste every year, right? And there are 5 ways in which e-waste impacts us. First is it's hazardous in nature, so contains traces of cadmium, chromium, mercury, lead, and needs to be handled in an environmentally friendly manner. Second, it's a data security issue. More and more individuals, forget corporates, have a lot more data in digital form, whether it's on your cell phones, bank account information on your laptops, or what have you. So at the time of disposal, data sanctity is extremely critical to be taken care of. Thirdly, it's a legal issue. So the government of India came out with a regulation around electronic waste around 2.5–3 years ago, which brought in the concept of EPR, or extended producer responsibility. In simple terms, what it means is Apple's responsibility on the cell phone does not end when the warranty ends. It ends when it is end of life, taken back and recycled properly, right? Fourth, electronic waste is a richer and a cheaper source of metals. Lastly, it's about sustainable development. As the demand for electronics is growing, the demand for metals and materials which make it is also growing. A sustainable future is when a certain percentage of that demand is met by the recycle stream.
What made you take the plunge into entrepreneurship and set up a company like Attero? How did the journey start for you?
So Attero was really Rohan's idea, who's a co-founder in the firm. He had no laptop which he didn't know what to do with. So Attero started out more as an environmental concern rather than a business proposition. But the further we dug into it, further we realized with the right technology and the right business model, we could make a really viable business opportunity out of it.
Talking about the initial days, Nitin, how easy or difficult was it to raise funds?
So Ambika, when you raise funds, it always is difficult during the journey, right? But when you are able to finally culminate that process, it looks easy in hindsight, right? So that's our situation as well. We started Attero back in 2008, and we were lucky enough to raise the first round of capital from any Indo-US Ventures, which is a venture capital firm based out of Bangalore, and DFJ, which is another venture capital firm based out of Silicon Valley, wherein they put around $6 million company, and the company not even started, right? So we were very lucky to sort of raise that kind of amount at sort of pre-Series A or seed stage, and then really the entrepreneurial journey of Attero started from there.
As India's only end-to-end e-waste recycler company, Attero has set up a recycling facility for recovering reusable resources from electronic waste in an eco-friendly manner. The company has also established an electronics refurbishing facility to extend the useful life of old electronics and promote their reuse.
Explain your business model in detail and who really are your primary clients.
So what we do for a living, Ambika, is we collect end-of-life electronic products like end-of-life refrigerators, washing machines, mobile phones, you name it. Anything that runs on electricity and has become end-of-life, we collect those products. We recycle them using technologies patented by us globally. Globally, we applied for 205 patents, out of which 4 have already been granted to us. By using these technologies, we extract precious metals and base metals and other metals from electronic waste, for example, like pure cobalt, gold, palladium, silver, copper, nickel, tin, lead, and sell that back in the commodities market. The purity of these metals that come out is as pure as one virgin mine, for example, right? Some of the products that we get as input are reusable, so we refurbish them, that is make them, repair them and make them reusable and put them to OEM-like standards, and then sell them back online to consumers through a platform called Gobol, Gobol.if. From a supplier base perspective, today we have ties from more than 21 OEMs, including Samsung, Wipro, HCL, you name it, right? We have ties with more than 300 odd corporates, right, where we pick up all kinds of electronic waste from them, and finally we pick up from consumers as well, and retailers like Flipkart and so on and so forth. So all these are the people who supply electronic waste to us.
What differentiates Attero from other players in this space, and what are the opportunities for growth in this sector?
What separates Attero from anybody else in the country is that Attero is the only company in the country to do end-to-end management. All other companies in the country only do mechanical recycling. Our technology enables us to extract more from this electronic waste and do it in a much more environmentally friendly manner. And forget India, even internationally, our technology is the lowest capex and opex available to do this kind of a solution.
Recycling 15,000 tons of e-waste every year, Attero is using technology to create a more sustainable world.